Yakuza Zero's director's cut is $50! For the price of one director's cut, you can buy 2.5 regular ones. Now, this isn't going to be a whole discussion on the prices of video games, because that's a whole other thing. However, I do think that this game and this game should not be the same price. Anyway, this $50 price point for the director's cut just really got me thinking about the prices of the games, and how somebody, whether at Sega or RGG, is moving them around. These games have a set price point, but this doesn't really matter because they're always going on sale. They're on sale for like half of the year, probably. The sale prices are what's being changed. They're being discounted less, for whatever reason. I guess somebody just wants to make a lot of money. And that brings me back to that $50 Yakuza 0. It's $50 for a re-release of a game that came out 10 years ago, that is slightly higher in quality, has 26 more minutes of cutscenes, has one new game mode, and has an English dub. Is that really worth $50? You know what else is $50 in this series? Like a Dragon Gaiden, the man who erased his name. That game might have a lot of reused maps, but it is justifiably $50 because it's a whole new game. It's not something we experienced before. It's got new characters, new fighting styles, new this, new that, new this. It's not just an old game copy and pasted with some new things tacked onto it. It's a whole new thing. And it also has uncompressed 4K videos of hostesses that really take up a lot of space. The biggest kick to the balls, and the thing that really makes this director's cut feel like a cash grab, is the fact that if you buy this game physically for the Switch 2, you don't even get the game. You get a key that lets you download the game instead. But it's all good, because the regular Yakuza 0 should be on sale right now. Let's go look. Hey, that's weird. It's the only game in the entire series that is not on sale. It's also the only game in the entire series that has an upcoming $50 new version of it. How strange. As I already mentioned before, the sales prices were also changed. The discounts were lowered, which means you gotta pay more for the game because now they're taking off less of the price of it during the sales, because that's how math works. Zero, for example, was constantly discounted for 70% off, bringing the price from $19.99 USD to $5.99 USD. Then, a month before the TV show, the sales discount was changed from 70% to 45%, so now you'd have to pay $10.99 for this game instead of $5.99 for this game when it went on sale. Then a month later, when the TV show came out, it went on sale again, and it stayed $10.99. Now, I don't want to be a conspiracy theorist, but the way I see it, they used this sale in September to get people used to this $10.99 price point, so that when the games went on sale later, then people wouldn't question why it was $10.99 and not $5.99. I think it's because of the TV show. Someone must have thought that people were really gonna love this show and just start buying the games like wildfire or some shit. Because suspiciously, the game that the TV show was based on also had its sales discount lowered, so now it's also $10.99 on sale. This also happened to Kiwami 2. You know what? I'm 90% sure that this was because of the TV show. What a crazy coincidence! All three of the games that people will usually play sequentially and first when they're getting into the series for the first time are all now more expensive during sales. It's such a big deal because it makes getting into the series harder because now you gotta pay more money. Before, when Yakuza 0 went on sale for $5.99 and Kiwami went on sale for $5.99, you could get both of them for $12. That's the prequel, and the game that follows that game up for $12. And the same thing can be said for Kiwami going into Kiwami 2. But now, it's $10.99 for one game. So if you want to play Yakuza 0, that's $10.99. Then if you want to play Kiwami after, that's another $10.99. That's $22 that you just spent. And then it gets worse, because 0 isn't even on sale right now, which leads me to think that it's going to be delisted to make way for this director's cut. Which could mean you're going to pay $50 for the first game of the series. Let's say you buy the director's cut. That's $50. But you're able to get Kiwami 1 and Kiwami 2 on sale. That's $70. $70 for 3 games. That might not seem so bad until you look at what you could have had before. In a sale, with $70, you could have gotten Yakuza 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, Yakuza Like a Dragon, and still have money left over to buy the DLC. With $70 now, good luck with that. And if you're not on Steam, or you don't have these bundles or sales, you're fucked. But it gets even worse. You think that they stopped with this discount changing, right? They already changed the discounts for 3 games. But no. Last month, they changed the discount prices of Yakuza 3, Yakuza 4, Yakuza 5, and Yakuza 6. And it's weird because that's only for the Kiryu saga. Well, 0 through 6. The Man Who Risked His Name, Yakuza 7, and Infinite Wealth have all relatively stayed the same or gotten a higher discount. It's only this original Kiryu saga that was changed, for now. As I said before, this is a big deal because it makes getting into this series harder. Not only are these games long as fuck and demand you to invest a lot of time into them, the increase of the sales price just means that less people are gonna buy them altogether. There's gonna be some sort of weird reverse psychology too. I know, because it would have worked on me. I'm a fucking broke ass college student. If I see Yakuza 0 for $50, I'm not buying that. I'm gonna buy Kiwami for $10 instead. Or if I buy the director's cut, I'm not gonna be able to buy any of the other games because I have no more money. And once again, $50 for the director's cut. For $50, you could buy Oblivion Remastered instead. Not many people are willing to pay $50 for a fucking PS3 game, and not many people are gonna be willing to recommend a $50 PS3 game over the $20 original. Which is why they're probably gonna delist the original, so that you end up spending $50 instead of $20, kind of like what they did with Ishin. And if people knew what they had before, they're probably not gonna be very approving of what they have now. $50 before could have gotten you the entire Kiryu saga in a sale. But now for $50, you can get one director's cut. Yay. Just stop. Stop, man. Stop whatever you're doing. $70 for Virtua Fighter 6 and Project Century and whatever upcoming game there is, I think that's enough. That's all I got. Bye.